hot take.
But I woke in love, the beast in me, and I'm stronger than you'll ever be. So look at me. Come on now, look at me. I'm a beast, baby.
I love this song. It is so good. I love Idina Menzel, so it's no surprise I love this song. But this is Beast. Keep it going, Adam. It's the new single from her upcoming album, Drama Queen. Well, she is a drama queen, but not in a bad way, in the best way. She's a queen, and it comes out August 18th. Hey, Idina.
Hi.
How you doing?
Are you?
I'm great. Yeah, I wish that I had seen your little surprise set at Lance Bass's gay club, Heart, in West Hollywood. He was posting about it the other day. How many songs did you do?
Oh, just one. We just did Beast. I wouldn't call it a set.
You would not call it a set.
It was a moment among many penises.
Yes. You were up there with like a shit ton of go-go boys, basically.
Yes.
Yeah, it was compelling.
And Beast was very apropos, you know,
Yes.
and then they all came on and kind of went in front of me and like circled around me and were dancing, which was really cool. But then I thought, excuse me, you're upstaging me. I bust through the wall of manliness and
Right. No,
whatever.
you know what? Here's the thing about a queen like you, who the gay community worships. You will never be upstaged by a troupe of go-go boys because you're you, and you're you on stage. They will only accent it. You know,
Yes,
they will only accent
do.
you. So
They do.
yes, it's true.
It was so much fun, honestly. I brought my mom. It was her 75th birthday, and we brought her on stage, and everyone sang happy birthday to her.
No way. What
Yeah,
what did she think of this?
Oh, she
loved it.
She
Yeah,
loved
yeah,
it.
exactly.
It's very comfortable for her. And then I objectified my husband and I brought him up and sort of
Aaron Lohr.
beautiful
Our
hairy
friend
chest.
Oh
Aaron
my
Lohr.
God, Aaron Lohr
He
is
lowered,
so
we made him lower a
cute.
couple buttons.
Good.
And yeah.
Let me tell you something about your husband. Your husband appeared in a show with John Hill years ago.
Which
and
one?
I don't know, Bear.
Yeah.
And your husband had the best tits,
He
if I can
does.
say.
He's so
Does he
hot.
still have those tits?
Yeah. He
Yeah.
flips out. I mean, can you let everyone know out there that tits does not mean like boobs?
No,
like
I mean,
fat.
He doesn't have
Pecs.
gynecomastia.
No, I mean
Yeah.
pecs.
He has
He's
the
got
hottest chest.
He's got
Oh my God, he's
amazing
in
pecs.
such great shape. He
Yeah.
runs for miles. He's like
That also means shoulders
annoying.
and arms.
Yeah, the
I mean,
whole
he
thing.
is so
He's
hot.
got lats. He's got
It's
the
very
whole thing.
annoying.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I can imagine it's annoying. I can imagine. Do you work out a lot?
No, I do not.
No.
He said, by the way, he says he works out for me to keep his body, you know, young and,
I love
and
it.
gorgeous. But I think he's full of shit. He just works out for
Right.
himself.
Do you is Drama Queen all because we've been playing Move and Dramatic, which were the previous singles. Is this all dance mainly or
Yeah, it's all dance. There's not one ballad. I mean, there's one song that has sort of could be a ballad if you took away the undercurrent of the group, but I was over the ballads, you know. I just wanted to. I'm not even a great dancer, but I feel like we all have the right, you
Right.
know. And go ahead.
Do you by the way, I remember and I think we play it in the Kiki Lounge. The remix of Defying Gravity is so fun. Do you ever do the dance version of Defying Gravity? I think that would have made them go
It'd be
crazy.
good, right?
Yeah. Yes.
If I was doing a full hour and a half show, I would definitely do that.
Oh, that's
yeah.
great.
But I feel like sometimes the am I allowed to say the gays anymore? I have to
Yeah,
say the
you can.
You can.
You can say
LGBTQ
gay.
plus
fine.
community.
No, you're in a safe space here.
I feel like they'd be annoyed with me if I just did the house version. I
Right.
didn't-
It's fun. Yeah. They
So,
want to hear the standard.
Maybe it's like the outro. You know,
Right.
what they play me out.
Right. Oh, we're playing it. Yeah, it's good. I like it. You mentioned your mom. Where did you grow up? Remind me.
I grew up in Long Island mostly.
You grew up in Long Island, and was she
I
schlepping you around to auditions from a very young age?
I wasn't allowed. She wouldn't let me be a child actor.
Really? So when did you? I have to assume. Were you in musicals in high school?
Totally.
Yeah.
My first one was The Wizard of Oz, actually. Which is
No.
in fourth grade, I was Dorothy. Yeah. And then all these years later, I was the Wicked Witch.
Wow. What was your favorite musical you were in high school?
Well, it wasn't really my favorite because it was Carousel, and I was hoping to get the lead, and I ended up getting Nettie, which was the old lady.
Nettie.
Nettie
Yeah, but
Forbush
it's
or
because
whatever?
my drama teacher says because I had the most, mature voice. So, and you sing that song when You'll Never Walk Alone.
Yes.
So it's a big moment.
Well, yeah, that's
So
the
she-
showstopper. I mean, you would have
but I
won the
wanted to
Tony
be
for
on
Nettie on Broadway. I mean, clearly. I mean, let's be real. So, yes,
Oh my
it's
God.
supporting,
All
but
my acting consisted of clasping my hands like this and being like, June is busting out. That's all I did.
I was in Carousel in high school too. Wow. Can you imagine that drama teacher now? Can you imagine if they're like second guessing themselves? Like, wow.
I'm still in touch with her.
Really? But do you
Yeah,
think she's ever like, wow, I put Idina and it was Nettie? I mean, maybe
Yeah,
that wasn't
no,
the best.
she would still stand by her decision, I think.
So then, did you move to New York City right after high school, or did you go to a
Yeah.
performing arts
I went
college?
to NYU.
You went to
Yeah,
NYU.
I went to NYU. I was at Tisch, and then my mom was all about you have to go to school. Very supportive, always putting me in all the shows, lots of voice lessons. She just didn't want to run me back and forth to New York City.
And when you were at NYU, is that when you got Rent, or?
No, a little bit later. So I was at school till 92, and then Rent was 95.
Okay,
so I was
so you
on
had
the pavement and doing my thing, and lots of bar mitzvahs and weddings. With
right, because
bands.
you were a bar mitzvah entertainer.
Yes,
which
I was.
It had to be. That had to be tough to get it up for that.
It depended on. I started when I was like 15 or 16, lying about my age and wearing my mom's like black sequin mini skirt dress to these, Temple Beth Shalom and wherever it was. And I loved it. And I made my own paycheck and, but then as time went on, I thought, I'm not doing this past 30,
Right.
So 30 was so old. And so then I'd be up there singing, I'm so excited or Vogue by Madonna or something.
So you were not just, you were singing at bar mitzvahs too.
Yeah, it was. There's
boy.
been a couple that people have sent back to me, their VHS tapes or their beta, I'm dating myself here, where they realize, oh, that was Idina singing.
Can you imagine?
Yeah. Most of the time, nobody was listening. The old lady would come up and say, it's too loud, turn it down. Or there was the humiliating time when like the president of Elektra Records was, I was singing at his daughter's wedding and he couldn't give me the time of day. And I said, let me sing the Whitney Houston song to my band leader. I Have Nothing or Greatest Love of All, and he'll discover me. And then nobody was listening, it was all those. So that's when I was just, I'm going to get out of here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, can you imagine finding a VHS tape of your bar mitzvah and you're like, that's Idina Menzel on stage? I mean, that would be really...
There's one VHS that I have where I'm holding the limbo stick and I'm so over it with these little 13-year-old boys and the kids doing the thing. And you can see I'm just miserable.
Right.
And I'm holding it and my hair's like Mystic Pizza Julia Roberts, remember, like all the way side like that. And I would spritz it out with this stuff called Stiff Stuff, this hairspray.
Stiff
and
Stuff.
it was like this. And they were doing like Come On Everybody, like one of those songs, and they were doing, the limbo stick, and I was just miserable. Like,
You look good though, like that.
Yeah,
it's a good look.
I'm going to bring it back.
Yeah, it's very 80s.
Yeah.
You've had so many career defining performances and you have so many songs that you have made that are really anthemic and that you are the voice of. Has there been a performance that you've done that has been, when you did it, the one that you said, wow, I've never been more nervous to sing somewhere. I have to sing live. I mean, you honored Barbra Streisand at the Kennedy Center. You've performed at the Tonys.
That was one of them.
That was one of them.
Yeah.
You've performed. Did you perform at the Oscars?
Yes, I did.
Was that one of them?
Of course it was. And then it got worse when he fucked up my name. So it's like,
Right.
you know.
Right.
So-
Oh, wait a minute. When he fucked up your name, was that introducing you to perform? It was that
Yeah.
performance?
Yes,
And
it was
then-
my moment, my dream. I'm up there. I finally made it. I'm in front of Meryl Streep and Amy Adams and Brad Pitt, and then he did that, and I was like, "Ooh, what just happened?"
And so you heard him back there. You heard him say Adele Dazeem.
He was right over to the side, at his little podium. Yeah, I heard him, and then the music started, and I had 8 bars to get my shit together.
Really? And you
Yeah.
did, though. You did get your shit together because you are you, and you nail it every time. Yes, you do.
I do not nail it every time. There's
Well,
one time where I sang it at Times Square, on New Year's Eve, and it's like 0
Yes,
degrees.
I've been there.
And I decided, they said, "Do you want to lip sync?" I was like, "I will not lip sync, and I will sing it in the original key." And
Wow.
I had all these hand warmers taped to my body, and I
Yes.
was wearing,
Been there,
I
done
was
that.
layered.
Yes.
And then I warmed up down the street. You have to do this whole thing
Yep.
because it's all blocked off. And then I got up there, and then by the very end, on the big high note, I completely botched it. I sound like Bruce Springsteen.
No. And how do
yeah.
you recover from that on New Year's Eve, having just croaked on Coast to
I
Coast?
did, and I saw all of this stuff written about me, and I mean,
Were you
I've
upset?
recovered since, but it was mortifying.
You
yeah.
were upset.
Yeah. Now I just say, was it worse than Mariah Carey's moment? I don't know.
Right.
Were you there? Were you there that night?
I was there for the Mariah night, but I was not there. I was not there for your night. But
Thank God, because thinking about how you are on those nights,
I
you
know.
would've just
I would have
turned
been
into an
like,
asshole.
Idina Menzel just laid an egg on the Seacrest stage.
You have no filter.
I
You have
know.
no filter.
I know. It's my job. Right. Well, no, but I wouldn't
You're
have
a happy
been
drunk, so
Yeah.
you would have made me feel better. And you
I
would've said,
I would have cheered you on. I do remember you later saying that the Adele Dazeem thing was kind of the best thing to happen to you because it got people talking about you.
Yeah, it was true. It had all the community that knew me already was all up in arms, and protective of me. And how could that happen? And then all the people that have no idea who I was,
Then
would
did.
say, who was this woman
right,
that everyone's
right.
talking about? Yeah.
Now, did he send you a muffin basket? What was the apology?
It was flowers that had these beautiful pussy willows in them, I remember.
Okay.
And it was sent to into my dressing room. I was doing a show If Then, and no, it was a beautiful note. He's since emailed me before.
Yeah.
No, he's been wonderful.
Wow. And I'm surprised. I would have thought that the Oscars would have had you two like present together or something the next
We
year.
did.
Oh, you
forget.
did?
So, and the next year they had me come back and introduce him, and then we did an award together. So
Oh, that's
I made
cute.
this funny name. I said, "Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the wickedly." What was the name they gave me? Some funny name. Some funny
Tanjanota.
Italian name.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very funny. I like
Yeah.
that. Tell me your favorite song from Rent.
To sing or overall, my favorite song I do in my concerts is a song that actually Maureen didn't sing, was No Day But Today.
Oh,
And I
the
do my
best.
arrangement of that. That's
Love
one
it.
of my favorites. And I'll cover you. Because I had the one song, Take Me or Leave Me, which is fun. I usually duet and bring people up from the audience to sing it.
Oh, that's cute.
But then I had that funny performance art piece, which is really good.
Over the moon.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
Over the Moon. Yes. And what is your favorite song on the Frozen soundtrack, would you say? There's only
I'm
one
realizing
Elsa.
maybe I'm not supposed to be promoting anything about anything.
Oh, right. Well, we're talking about musicals right now. So
Okay,
let's
thank
keep
you.
it at
Sorry.
musicals
Okay.
because that's a very good point. And you know what? While we end it, why don't you tell us why the actors are on strike and why it's important? If you're comfortable,
Yeah.
do you feel comfortable talking a little bit about that or no?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not. Yeah.
I mean, I know you're not a spokesperson for this, but
Exactly.
Right.
Now, I think it's about the business has been changing so much.
Yeah.
Everything is topsy-turvy. There's so much. And it's about just really getting ahead of that and making sure all of the writers and the actors are being treated fairly in a world where, you know, it seems like all the money is sort of staying at the top. And especially these strikes are about, you know, my friends who live paycheck to paycheck, you know, and AI is a big thing. I mean, what happens if they just start, you know, making Elsa a version of my voice without, you know,
That's the thing. The AI thing is totally not dealt with in these deals, and streamers are not dealt with in these deals.
Exactly.
So the business has changed so much since they were there. So it's very important for the corporations to make
really respect
people whole, and yes, give them the respect, the performers, and everything that we've been talking about today, of course, are things that you've appeared in on stage. And we love your music. And Beast, we got to play Let's Go Out on Beast, because I love the song. And the album is all dance music from Idina.
And you were right to say that I am a queen and I am a drama queen, but in the best sense.
Yes.
And I want to feel like they can reclaim that word, because it's all about like bold, big emotions. I mean, what's wrong with being passionate and sexy and fiery and overly sensitive sometimes? I mean, that's what makes us really cool and special. And so I want everyone to feel like, you know, they can tap into their inner drama queen.
Very well said. And that's why the album is called Drama Queen. It's a bunch of bangers from Idina Menzel. Download Dramatic and Move and Beast right now. And then check out the entire album August 18th. I can't wait to see you sing these bangers live. And thanks for hanging out with us, Idina. And give our love to Aaron Lohr, your beautiful husband.
I will. Thank you. Love you too.
Okay, we'll be right back. Thanks, Idina Menzel. Drama Queen, August 18th.